You got to get that microphone too.
I'm your host, Big Trudy, and this is the Late Bloomer Podcast. And with me today,
Spook, you know what's happening. Mr. Connect Your Perspective.
Man, appreciate you coming through the podcast, bro, for real. And first of all, let me just say this. To some of my subscribers and my members who probably don't know who Spook is, man, like I've been knowing him and knowing him since I was a teenager. So I feel like it was only right that I come back around and just shed some light on some of the guys who I know that made a transition from the streets, who doing business and doing positive things in the community. So that's where this come around here, man. So that's where we at with it.
Man, believe it, I'm on, man, Late Bloomer Podcast. The homie brought me a shirt. Y'all know what it's hidden for. And to everybody that been asking me, yes, I'm going through my dental procedure. Got one of my teeth out already, but I'm still pushing, I'm still working. Man, it was an honor to be on the homie podcast, man. It was only right.
All right, let's get into it. All right, so you born and raised in New Orleans, right?
Yep, born and raised in New Orleans.
All right, give me the good, bad, and the ugly about it.
Man, my city, man, full of culture, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about it. In New Orleans, man, anybody can make it down there. You could be around anywhere in New Orleans. You just got to stay out of everybody's business. That's the bottom line of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain situations happen. You just try to avoid all the nonsense, man. Stay out the he say, she say. Keep living, man. If you work and get your 9 to 5, get to work, and you know, streets ain't for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks.
Facts. So that was what was it? That was the good?
That was the party. Good? The party. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Let me say. The party scene, man, it's like no other, man. 24 hours a day, man. You come out your house. We don't step out till 11, 12 a.m., man. We going to 7, 8 in the morning. That's the good.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so what part of New Orleans you from, man?
I grew up in the 8 Ward. Shout out to my 8 Ward animals. I know they got trip out. I know New Orleans going to be like, what? I didn't know you grew up in the 8 Ward. I grew up in the 8 Ward, 2122 Franklin Avenue. Then we shot to the east.
What would be the 8 Ward considered as? That's downtown, right?
Yeah, it's considered down. It's not all the way downtown, but it's considered downtown, 8 Ward. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I grew up in the middle, man, the middle of the 8 Ward on Franklin, right down the street from the old Franklin Avenue Baptist Church.
Okay. So what was it like coming up in New Orleans back then, though, man?
Man, back then you had where your kids could go outside, man. Your kids could be up the street and without no problems. And you get out of line, the next door neighbor bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it was real great back then. You know, it was a family environment. Now you have a lot of chaotic stuff happening. You know, some stuff you can't prevent. You know, some stuff bound to happen.
Facts. Okay, so let me ask you this then. All right, so you say you from the 8th Ward, and most of the wards you hear about, you hear about the Calio, you hear about the Magnolia, you hear about VL, Valence, you just hear about different little other sections. So I never heard about the 8th Ward. What makes the 8th Ward different from, them other sections in New Orleans?
Man, it's pretty much, you know how you heard about all them other wards is due to certain rap artists, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the 8 Ward, it really don't have no super superb, I ain't gonna say super superb, we ain't gonna have no national wide artists, but the 8 Ward, man, is one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like Uptown you heard because of Cash Money, Calio you heard because of No Limit, stuff like that. But I grew up in the 8 Ward, but then I moved to the East. So shout out to the East side, man. East would be mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Them East Beasts, y'all know what it's hidden for. Y'all know what popping. Everybody come out. Everybody, when we left, with a presumption of back in the day, if you left out the hood, you moved to the East, you had money.
The Eastover, right?
Eastover is a section in the East.
Okay.
Nah, but it's the East side. I grew up, man. I went to the mighty Aberson High School on Reed Boulevard. R.I.P. to Jacoby, man. He just passed, man. My little brother, man. He went to
Jacoby Jones went to Lane.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
Yeah,
I was in college when bro was making his run.
Yeah, man.
He was doing his thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ike Taylor out of there. That played for the Steelers. Lil Wayne come from there. BG went there. Squad Up. You know what I'm saying? Some of them went there. A produced some of the best, man. We got track and field stars out there.
Is Maine from the East?
Who?
Mac Maine. Lil Wayne guy.
Nah, Mac Man from Uptown. I
From
want to say he from
Uptown.
Uptown.
Okay.
Yeah. He from Holly Grove. Mac
Okay.
Man from that area.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I know Mac Man too, you know what I'm saying? Stand up, proud of them. Fee out the East, man. Fee, what's happening?
Fee, that's
Doing
Super,
great
right?
stuff.
Fee and Super, them two different
Two
people.
different dudes.
Yeah.
Super Blanco.
Super.
That's like a little brother too. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so they came up under you.
Yeah, they came up under them. All of them doing great things right now, bro.
For
Everybody
sure.
doing great things.
Man, shout out to the whole squad.
Yeah,
I
Fee
grew up
one
on
of the
that
top
shit. It's like
top
A&R
manager
or
and
something.
promoters right now. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Yeah, he doing his thing.
Facts, man. Shout out to Fee, man. Love to have you on here too, man. For real. So who was some of your influences just growing up? Who did you get a chance, like from a music standpoint? Like you had, like I said, you spoke on, you had New Orleans, you had Cash Money, then before that you had UNLV, which was a part of Cash Money. Who was some of the artists with you that you grew up listening to?
Man, UNLV, shit, it's so many of them, bro. Lil L, Get the Gat, PNC, some more of my brothers, man. Everybody, man. New Orleans music culture, man, is something serious. Cause our bounce music was bigger than before, you know, some of the national wide hit you here.
Right.
Our bouncing is like no other, man. We put a beat on anything. You hit that beat, man. It's what it is, man. That beat, them second lines.
Who you think ushered in that bounce movement?
New Orleans.
I'm talking about what artists.
it's so many artists that did bounce music, bro. Juvenile, my homie, was a bounce artist before anything. You know, shit. Everybody bounces our culture, man. Just like the Indians, man. Just like, you know what I'm saying. When we have second lines, the Indians come out, that bounce music, you go hear it, man. It's a must. It's culture.
Facts,
you know, our city big on culture.
Facts. So you brought up off camera that you be doing a little cooking in the back, man. So how did New Orleans food just influence you growing up? What's the difference between New Orleans food and everywhere else?
Season. We got some of the best seasons, man, on the globe. I challenge anything. And everybody can't cook gumbo.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't cook gumbo.
Or jambalaya.
All jambalaya. You got some people that cook in Louisiana, different parts of Louisiana, gotta make it, but I beg to differ, man. You gotta come to New Orleans to get that gumbo. You gotta be in somebody's house. Somebody's grandma gotta make that gumbo. Because it starts with the roux. I know a lot of people gonna be like, I don't know how to cook gumbo that good, but that roux right, them crabs, yeah.
And what I was always shown growing up with that gumbo, man, you know that rice supposed to sit at least a day. I ain't never had the fresh rice gumbo. You know,
you gotta have the fresh rice. Hey, if you I'm gonna tell you how crucial gumbo is.
Go ahead, break it down.
If you go to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, I don't care what you have. You don't have no gumbo, you don't have no Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. People might not eat 5 things you have on display, but once you bring that gumbo out, once that pot open, everybody around it, man. It's like cracking that gumbo. The right gumbo, man, hey, everybody around it.
Right.
Everybody want it. The gumbo will go before anything.
Right.
Gumbo, then your dressing, you know, your ham and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving again.
Facts. I'm ready for Thanksgiving myself. Let me ask you this, man. So what influence would you say that coming up did Soulja Slim have on New Orleans from your point of view?
Man, bro, he was like Tupac to us, man. Soulja Slim was what it was, bro. Like, he embraced the whole culture, man. The look from starting to turn the Soulja Reeboks, man. Soulja just embraced everything. Everything, man. It was like, I don't care what part of New Orleans you from. That Soulja Slim come on, man, you could do no wrong. You could do no wrong, man. He embraced the whole culture, man. The look, the walk, the talk. You know, he backed it up. He stood all 10. No matter the situation, man. R.I.P. to Soulja Slim, man. Soulja Slim was something serious.
Facts. And last question on this, like the music tip far as them. Okay, you had No Limit and you had Cash Money. So coming up, did you lean, and by you being from the 8th Ward, that's totally not, that's not Uptown, period. So which music would you say you kind of resonated to more? Or did you just go with the times? It went from them to them?
Yeah, I don't want to sound biased and be like, you know what I'm saying? To be like, oh, what you call it? But as I said, I grew up in the 8 ward and I moved to the east. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
So that makes sense.
Shout out to the east side, getting them East Beast in the building. And my man Shark Quan the turn, man. East Beast, let's not forget that. But I got partners on both sides of the spectrum.
Right.
Like I love the cash money days, I love the no limit days. You know what I'm saying? You can't take nothing from none of them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They made history.
Facts. They definitely made history. I think I shifted, you know what I'm saying? When No Limit like kind of fizzled out. I was a No Limit fan, but when they fizzled out, it was like Cash Money kind of took over and took it to another level. And No Limit really never caught up with them. You know what I'm saying? As far as, so I just kind of rolled with Cash Money, but I still fool with No Limit though.
Oh
you know
yeah, No Limit was serious, you know what I'm saying?
And Mac my favorite out of
Oh,
No
Mac
Limit,
was
for sure.
Mac was like our Nas, man. He was like our Nas. Yeah, Mac was serious. Now, you know, I'm not gonna shy away from Cash Money either, because Cash Money came with that They got Wayne.
Come on now.
Stop it, man. When y'all be saying the GOATs and whoever,
come on,
y'all not playing with Wayne, man. Period. It's no debating. I'm not even discussing nothing.
It ain't nothing to talk
Wayne's
about.
serious, man.
It ain't nothing to talk about.
You talking two giants and two masterminds, man. Master P, man, and Baby. Two of the smartest, man, people from my city, man, as far as entrepreneurship. What they done, man, is that longevity. P still pushing, and you know what Baby doing, so it's unbelievable what they did.
Facts. New Orleans actually have a lot of rich history. A lot of people who just done did their thing coming from New Orleans, man. Like for real. Even Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
man, we got a lot of players that won Super Bowls down there. You got NBA players, man. Hey, man, New Orleans big on culture. Sometimes they're shining light on
the negative,
you know what I'm saying, about the killings and all this, man. Killings happen everywhere. It's not just in New Orleans. So don't let that bug, you know what I'm saying, bite you where now I want to go to New Orleans, man. New Orleans culture city.
Was this a true statement though? If you made it past 94, then a nigga a gangster.
To me, man, if you jumped off before 94, whatever you were doing, that era there, man, you're a gangster, period.
Serious, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gangster, period. If you was working and you was outside,
right,
you was a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I know I heard that term before. I heard them years before, but you had people in the 80s, man, that was, but it wasn't sporadic as it is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to the people that was in the streets playing them games, you know what I'm saying? When they wanted their man, they went and got their man, period. It wasn't no just I'm coming, you know, do this and do that and do this and do that. But you had some dudes, man, in the 80s, man, that was working 9 to 5 jobs that do the same thing. So it's about what you stand for. You know, no matter what you stand on.
Man, I read a fucking I didn't read. I saw you had to know about this growing up, man. That the real mafia was in New Orleans. I can't think of his name. The mob dude.
Richard Pina.
Yeah,
Richard Pina. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
He was down there.
It's crazy,
Richard
man.
Pina, he was serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was serious.
Yeah, man.
Richard Pina.
Yeah, man. New Orleans is full of culture.
Yeah, nothing but culture, man. You talking voodoo culture. You talking cooking culture. You talking, like I say, you talking Indians. You talking every ward throwing the second line. You know what I'm saying? But I've been to all the walls and hang everywhere because I never did know what I had to look over my back and be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but I know what I'm stand on. I ain't gonna cross them lines with nobody, and I'm gonna just play my position.
So how you get the name Spook?
My auntie that passed, man, Jackie Anderson, man. She said I looked like a ghost when I was small, so she gave me that, and that turned just through the whole family. Nobody even know my real name. Some of them know my name. They call me Spook though.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So your fondest memory in New Orleans, man. Like, if you just have to break down New Orleans, what would you just like give people the best representation of New Orleans from you?
For club wise, man, let me tell you, man. Club Whispers. Anybody remember, if you was outside, you remember Club Whispers on Lake Forest, man. The who's who, what was there. If you was outside, you was at Club Whispers. Whispers on a Saturday. And I was in Whispers because my cousin owned it. So I was in Whispers when I was like 15, 16. And Whispers was a club known for being up like, you had to be like 25 to get in there. But if you was outside, back in that era, and you didn't do club whispers, you was an outside.
Thanks. Hey, shout out to Sticky Treats out of New Orleans too, man. They one of the sponsors I'm working with, man. So if y'all looking for any edibles, any flowers, they do ship to you. So, you know, holla at Sticky Treats.
Sticky Tree, what's happening?
For sure. And my boy Lil Wildlife 17 out of Holly Grove, holla at him, man. Lil Wildlife, man. For sure. So what brought you to Memphis then?
Man, a basketball scholarship. Because I went to, the last college I went to was in California when I was about to quit. Then I went home and I got a scholarship to the mighty, man, HBCU, Lamar in college. I came here in 99. We got a ring that same year. My ring brothers, y'all know what's happening, man. I hope y'all tuning in, checking out Lamar in college, man.
Wait
the mighty
a minute.
Lamar.
Hold up.
99.
Wait a minute. I was at that game.
Yeah.
Y'all played against Aaron Owens, AO, Henderson State.
That's the year before.
Oh,
that cold dude.
I was at that game.
Yeah.
My uncle Clarence Christian is like, he was a professor over there at Lamar. Light-skinned guy with some cat ass. He was there for a long time.
I think I remember him.
Yep.
But that's the reason I came to Memphis, Lamar on. You say Christian, all right.
Yep. That's what's up. So you was balling.
Yeah, man. I came out of New Orleans 96, like one of the top point guards to come out of New Orleans, as far as scoring and everything.
What's your game was like? What kind of work you had?
Man, I finished up averaging like 25 a game. The first college I went to was in Chicago, in Robinson, but I got kicked out.
Oral Roberts?
I went to Lincoln Trail in Illinois.
I played against Lincoln Trails.
That's what I played for.
I played against Lincoln Trails when I was in school in Ullin, Illinois.
Yeah,
I went to this little college called Shawnee.
I know what Shawnee was. We played Shawnee.
Yeah, I just said I played.
Yeah. That was our conference.
I used to fuck off in Carbondale.
I know about Carbondale, everything.
So Lincoln Trails is up that way.
Cause you go skip. Cause we used to leave out Lincoln Trail and go hit Gary, Indiana and stuff.
I know about all that. For sure.
I left there and went to McCook. I got in trouble at McCook and had to leave there. Then I left home. I left there in Nebraska. Went to Delgado Community College in New Orleans. Left there. Went to California.
You went on a tour.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All these basketball scholarships.
Yeah.
I left there. Went to Antelope Valley Community College. Man, that was one. I had a blast out there. I had a blast in California. I left Cali. Went to Hawaii for about a week.
What you doing over there in Hawaii?
They were recruiting me. But I got in trouble out there and I left. And then wound up back home, man, chilling. And came back to Memphis, man. But I always said, coming up, man, I'm going to get paid off my name. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you see me doing now with the Connected Respected. I was like, from everybody that was somebody at home, they knew me. You know what I'm saying? Like they always saw me. Like it wasn't no, I can't go to this side of town, I can't go to that side, I'm everywhere. You know, usually I'd be myself, a couple of people, and like I said, I never crossed them lines.
Right. So give me your good, bad, and ugly about Memphis.
It's just the far as the good, man, Memphis will embrace you. You know what I'm saying? Memphis will embrace you. As long as you don't cross them lines. Like I always say, no matter where I've been, I just never crossed them lines. I never had a problem. I never said the state, man, nothing like this. The bad I hear about is you can't make it out of Memphis, or everybody hate in Memphis. That's everywhere. Don't let that state stuff or that mind, you fall in that mind frame. You can't make it out of here or make it out of where you just can't cross them lines. You know, that's anywhere. I've been all over, man. You just can't cross them lines. Once you cross them lines, man, and be in everybody's business, what kind of problems you think you're going to have? You're going to have the same problems. I ain't going to be around nobody that's constantly talking problems. Let's talk some solutions. Let's get something done, man. It just, like I always say, it ain't the state. It's some people in the state. Yeah, that's everywhere. Right. You know, but it ain't the state. You mean to tell me the whole Memphis, you can't make out Memphis because of Memphis, the whole state? Nah, man, I don't go like that. I don't believe none of that.
Okay, that's the bad. And what's the ugly?
Ain't no ugly to me. You know, as far as it's gonna be either two things to me to where I done live and where I've been. The good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? The bad, you can't have good without bad. It's just that's how it goes. That's how life is. You know, it ain't no, oh man, it's no. If they ain't supporting or promoting what you're doing, you ain't working hard enough. Period. You gotta work with what you have, man. You can't complain and sit back and be like, I can't make it because I'm in Memphis or I'm in New Orleans. I can't. You gotta keep working.
Fact.
Period.
So what's the difference between Memphis and New Orleans? Besides the lingo
different. The cooking a little different.
The cooking a little different, because I know I got my opinion, but what's the difference between Louisiana and Memphis and New Orleans?
I say well, I can't really say that, but we never just really been on where one person could lead everything. We just never. It's too many dudes ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'd be like, we're not gonna follow this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna group up and do this. No, it's gonna be in New Orleans. Gonna be one dude. You know what I'm saying? So that dude will be the dude the minute for 10 seconds, and he out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's another dude. That's the only difference in Memphis and New Orleans to me. Not down talking nobody or nothing of that nature.
No, just
to me, that's the only difference, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. Because both of them go in a circle. Facts. Like Memphis, one interstate of what you call it, and New Orleans, same thing. Facts. And we got a bunch of water in New Orleans. That's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of new water.
How did Katrina play a part take a effect on you? Speaking of, you said brought up the water.
It just displaced, our family, took different turns and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But it was a sad situation to see. You see all them people on the bridge. You see all them people, man, didn't have no cars. But in New Orleans, that's what people didn't understand. We have buses that run every 20 minutes, no matter the day. So that's why you saw people didn't have cars for 30, 40 years because they caught the bus all their life.
Facts.
One bus will take you through the whole city.
Facts.
That's the only city I know does that. In New Orleans, man, you get on a bus in the east and be uptown within like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're looking like, shit. That's why you saw them people that was misplaced and didn't have cars because they rode buses for 40 years. Yeah, it was a sad situation to see, man. Yes. And it's still New Orleans, man, Louisiana, they still ain't doing right, man, because they ain't built New Orleans up back like they did. The gentrification is real, man. I see it when I go home. Like certain places uptown and in the Ninth Ward, man, they built straight for gentrification. I'm not gonna jump into politics or jump into race war. Now I'm not with none of that. I'm gonna speak. What's going on. They gentrified it. That's what it was built for. Well, I ain't gonna say that's what it was built for. That's what they did, man. They gentrified it. That's what they did in New Orleans.
Are you happy with some of the steps though that they done made to bring the city back?
Nope. I still see a lot of people standing on the bridge.
He said no.
I hear now.
He said no.
Real time. There's still not no jobs out there. They overcharging people on rent. They going crazy on these loans and man, there's people down there hurting, man. They're not doing right.
Facts.
But that's politics. So, you know what I'm saying? One of them things.
Okay, so you came to Memphis on a basketball scholarship. So I think when I met you, I can't really just time stamp it, but
we were by Gary House.
And we chopped it up for a little minute, but then you told me about Freeway Ricky Ross. And you was the first person who I ever heard speak about him. You was like, man, you had wrote him, and this when he was still in the feds. It was like you had wrote him, and I think he was like he was getting out, and y'all just had a good relationship. But first of all, how did you link up with Gary? Because this is somebody that I knew from my high school days. How did y'all connect? Was it through basketball?
Nope, man. We was at I had this little group by the name of Blaze. They were from Gary. I was managing them at the time, and we was all at this singing thing because Gary and them had the Jag records, and that's how we linked up. And this girl introduced me to Gary and told me he was tatting and everything. So I went over there a couple of times, man. We've been brothers ever since. And like I said, he opened up the 2 clothing stores, and he was like, he wanted me to come back, man, and run the lifestyle shop. And he opened up another one called Flight Studios. The address, man, I'm gonna give y'all both the address. Flight Studio, 3421 Summer Avenue. And Lifestyle Shop, man, 1275 Winchester Road, which is the one I be at all the time. And we've been at it ever since, bro.
That's like what, a 20 plus year relationship?
Like a 22, 23. Oh, Gary, I gotta get you sucker ass nigga. I just had to.
Man, shout out to Gary, man.
Man,
Flight
love,
Studios
man.
too, though, man. For real. That interview coming too.
If anybody know Gary, man, he's saying Gary that been tatting in Memphis forever. So I call him South Memphis Gary, man. He's still tatting.
I really said, bro, really been famous for a long time. I remember in high school, man, people used to leave high school to go get tatted. And then once I left Carver, it was people all in school, man, I'm finna go to Gary, I'm talking about everybody. It was an epidemic, bro, where a lot of people, it was to the point that he was like, man, he was sick of tat. He done quit tattooing so many times, right? You know what I'm saying?
Man, he didn't tatted, man. Majority of Memphis, man.
For sure.
Majority of Memphis.
So you say y'all
and Rick, you asked about Rick.
Right, I was trying to get back into Rick, man. How the relationship just really grow into from writing letters to you and him having a bond now that he out on the street, because he just called Rick before the interview got going. So how did their relationship grow into what it is today?
This lady, man, named Wendy Day. I don't know if you ever heard of Wendy Day. Mm-hmm. She like one of the top ladies within the music industry.
Oh, that's the lady that said something about the Cash Money deal.
Her.
Exactly. I remember.
She the one that introduced me to Rick. Okay. But Gary, I didn't know who Rick was from a can of paint. But I showed Gary this photo. And I was like, man, I'm about to write Rick. He was like, who? But Gary knew exactly who he was. Like, I didn't know who he was or what he had done. So when the lady introduced me, we was going back and forth, corresponding. And then one day he was like, man, I'm going to sing for you. Come see me. He was in Texarkana. He was in the feds out there. And my guy, man, this story is so crazy. My guy, man, Larry, he played at Lemoyne too. He was the one. He let me use this car to go out there to meet Rick while he was locked up.
That's what's up. I was at Henderson State, so I know about Texarkana.
Yep.
Yeah.
Henderson had that cold dude there.
A.O.,
yeah.
Exactly.
He passed, I think. Rest in peace, A.O.
A.O. passed?
I think he passed. You talking about the...
Aaron Owens?
I think he passed.
Oh, man.
I think he passed.
I got to look that up.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he passed.
Damn.
I think he passed.
Matter of fact, bro gave me his shoes after did they win that year? He gave me his shoes off his feet that game, bro. He had on some team Nikes. He gave them to bro.
A.O. about 6'6", 6'7", right?
Shit, no. A.O. probably about 6'3", 6'4".
Black skinny dude. From New York.
He from Philly.
I think that's him.
He from Philly.
I wanna, if I'm not mistaken, hold up.
He wear them long ass socks.
Hold up, I'm gonna see right now if he passed. I think that's him though.
Damn, I hate to hear that, man. I hope not.
I'll let you know. You said Aaron Owens?
Aaron Owens. Let me go. I hate to hear that, man. Okay, so
no, I had him mixed up with Alamo.
Yeah, Alamo for sure. Alamo passed, yeah. So you and Gary, a 22 relationship, then you writing Freeway, Ricky Ross. Y'all link up, you go see him, and since then it's really y'all just been locked in ever since.
Locked in, man. He like a big uncle, man. Like we've been locked in since when he first got out. He sent for me to come to Los Angeles. I met his family, sat down with the family and everything. We been locked in, man. He came to Memphis. He came to my house in New Orleans. Shit, we done been on the road together. Yeah, man, he like a big uncle.
How much game have you done got from him, man? Just far as just observing.
Man, I could write a book. I should have been wrote a book. Man, some stories he told me, man, I'd be like, man, I should have been wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the road, Rick. I got all kinds of stories. Yeah. All kind of stories. Stuff that shot above my knowledge grade. I could have made all kind of stories. I could have wrote a book.
Damn. So really he still got that same influence that he had, but just in a different kind of way.
Yeah, man, the same influence. And then you looking like some of the stuff that his name was attached to. You looking like far as with the CIA and the Contra scandal and the president. So you looking like some stuff will blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? I just sat there, took it all in and listened. You know, a lot of stories, a lot of knowledge there. Like you can read at one time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this then. Okay, you know how in the streets people be sticking to the codes and this and that, and where you know the little stigma that go with Rick Ross, Freeway Rick and Ross. But it was we dealing with him. It was some agents and stuff, right? Police and stuff. So how does that go? Like, did you think what people would think about you talking to him, or you just didn't care about that situation when it came to dealing with him? How did you? You know what I'm saying? How you didn't let the streets play a part in your relationship with him? Is what I'm saying.
I ain't let the streets play a part in no relationship I ever built with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with people from the heart.
Facts.
You know, the streets, man, the streets, it ain't no more streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing in the streets, man, get up out the streets. There ain't no more streets. You know, you deal with people from the heart, man. All it take is one time, man, for you to do me something out the way, then I know how to place you and get from around you. You don't gotta bite me twice. You know what I'm saying? Once you bite me, it's over with. I'll do anything out the way. I'm out the way.
Right.
Well, I ain't gonna say out the way because I ain't in the way of nothing. But I'm gonna just get from
Fall
around
back.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Fall back from you.
I ain't gonna let nobody dictate my life or be like, hey man, you shouldn't do this or do that. All tell me how to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I listen to that, man, you ain't never get nothing done.
Facts. How did your relationship with Jay Prince come about, man?
I've been studying Jay since a kid. And then just so happened Rick was doing a meet and greet in Houston, and him and Jay haven't saw each other in like maybe 30 something years. And we was going out there, and I told Rick I wanted to sit down and have a talk with him, you know what I'm saying, some words with him. And then we went to his restaurant called Momo's in the Fifth Wall. Man, we sat down, man. I'm sitting up there with Rick on one side, Jay on the other side, and I'm taking it all in like, man, look, this what it's about. And it ain't on no funny time or no ego time, but nah, man, I did this, man, with $50, $60 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking trips. I'm spending every little last dollar I have to go meet certain people, but it was worth it. This all before the internet. This all before social media. So I was working at not to switch subjects, I was working at Volvo. Man, they got a couple of people at Volvo go vouch for the same story. Doe, Mark, Roger, Cole, Big Ride, Ken. I used to have certain people pictures pinned up on my workstation. Be like, I'm gonna meet this person. I'm gonna meet this person. I'm gonna meet this person. They thought I was crazy. It used to be like, man, but I'm taking my last $60 catching a bus, train, whatever I gotta do. But I'm pulling up by myself. I ain't going, I don't know what you call it, and I'm always gonna, make it to the person and be like, man, can I pull you to the side, get a word with you? That's how I did it.
Man, that make a lot of sense, man. You big on building your own reputation. You know, letting the person see you for who you was. Being on man time, basically.
Man, like I said, man, I'm gonna deal with a person from here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't coming, oh man, I do this, I do that, man. That you gotta, with anything you do, man, you gotta build on relationships. You have to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know who I was with Connected Respected. That's why I went out and met all the people that people think that due to their circumstances they can't meet certain people or nothing like that. Nah. I'm living proof.
Right.
I was taking $40, $30 sometimes, $20. I'm going to meet these people, man. I'm not doing no middleman. I'm not doing no managers. I'm not doing no promoters. No. I'm going to talk to the man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come out here for. That's my mission.
So I was, before we got on camera, you showed me just kind of like a more extensive list of the people who been entwined with it. When I say the man, like, it's a lot of people who repping their brand, wearing their brand, man, from the he's connected with, from the Rest in Peace to the Monster Codis, affiliated with Big Meech and the Young Bucks. Just a lot of people in the entertainment world. So how did the Connected and Respected name and brand come about, though?
I was sitting at Gary House once again in South Memphis getting a tattoo, and I got the flag tattoo on my neck.
Right.
So we prone in New Orleans to wear white t-shirts all the time. So I was white t-shirt, white t-shirt, white t-shirt, white t-shirt. And Gary was like, man, you should put that flag on a t-shirt. And I looked at it, I was like, man, put a flag. Like, yeah, put a flag on there. So we got up about 6 or 7 shirts, and I put the main logo was like a big flag with the Connected Respected written on it. This dude was in there, and he was like, "Man, I want all 6 of them," and that's how I jumped on.
Damn,
And I went from there.
that sounds just like me though, bro. Real shit. I got tired of wearing the white tee
The
on some
white tee.
Louisiana shit and got tired of it. Like, man, you know what? I'm gonna start wearing my own logo. And shit, that's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
That's
And
how it
then
happened.
I took that logo, man, and that's the logo that I started traveling with. You know,
So how did it get to the point where like you reaching out to these different figures and like, cause I seen where these people wearing your shit and you ain't even around though. Like you done developed that type of relationship though. How
like,
did it
man,
get to that, man?
it was like I said, man. Like I was working, man, and every little dollar I had, man, I was taking it. I'll make my little traveling money, man. Bus, train, car rides. I'm going to meet them. When social media came to play, it was a big help because I could know, I could look and see what's going on, what a person was. I'm going to them. I'm not going on no, hey man, I'm gonna get to them, I'm gonna pull them to the side, ask them a couple of questions, let them know what I got going. I ain't about to ask for no favors, no handouts, none of that. I'm gonna keep working. But the thing is to build our relationship. That's first and foremost.
Right.
You don't build a relationship, man. You wasting your time.
What person would you say that you was like, man, you know what, I gotta go meet them, that you was like the most apprehensive about? Or like, you know what, I don't, you know, like, okay, we done chopped it up or we done wrote each other, but you know, I gotta still kind of feel his vibe out a little bit. What person would you say?
Jay. Cause well, the reason I'm gonna say Jay, cause my brother Chris, man, he had me listening to Jay Prince since I was about.
So he just saying like a real serious individual. That's
Man,
what it was.
he had me listening to Jay since I was about 12, 11. So at that time when that happened, like I said, that had to be one of the moments when I sat down with Rick and Jay, and I'm just sitting there looking at myself like, I ain't gonna even lie to you with like I said, man, with $30 in my pocket, felt like I had 50 million in my pocket. Felt like I made it. That moment there, that was one of the moments in my life where I'd be like, yeah, look at this, you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even supposed to be talking to these people.
I didn't know these people. Like I said, I didn't know these people from a can of paint. But I'm a dude from New Orleans that's in the midst of, two giants. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down talking with them. That was that moment for me.
Facts. How did the relationship with Big Meech come about, man?
Man, sitting down writing them. Sit down. This was doing MySpace. If you ever remember MySpace, I would write Meech as MySpace. You know what I'm saying? When they first got locked up. And I'm just taking a chance, man. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people I wrote, I just took a chance. I didn't know they would write back. You know what I'm saying? And I just built that relationship that way.
What's the best advice Big Meech done gave you, man?
Stay yourself. Stay doing what you're doing. He always say that. And loyalty is a lifestyle. You're big on that. You're big on that.
Loyalty,
You're big
lifestyle.
on loyalty.
I like that.
Big on it.
I like that.
Big on it. He big on it, like real big on it. You know what I'm saying? And I know how big I am on loyalty, sticking to your word. You know what I'm saying? And what you believe in. I'm big up all that integrity. I'm big up all that.
Facts.
I don't care what you have. I don't care what your network. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that movement. Might move people in the street or might move some women. You know what I'm saying? But nah. What's in here? At the end of the day, what you stand on.
So what do you see for your brand in the next, year or so, as far as with connecting and respected? Where are you trying to take it to?
The world. I'm trying to be like what if you remember FUBU?
Of course.
I'm trying to be on the same level as what FUBU done, you know what I'm saying? For the world. I would say for the culture, but for the world, for everybody to be connected, respected, for everybody to stand on certain things. You don't gotta stand on the same thing, just stand on something. Stand on something righteous. You know what I'm saying? Don't stand on for what you hear about in these streets or no nonsense of that nature, man. Just stand on something. That's what my t-shirt represent. For the person that's standing on something. Whether it's business, your 9 to 5, whatever it is, you're getting your education, you're standing on it.
Thanks. And if they want to get some of your merch, and how do they get in contact with you?
Man, my email is spook504@gmail.com. BossSpook on all social media. You know, I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Everything BossSpook. Instagram, I play that all day. At BossSpook. You know what I'm saying? You could everything linked up together. And of course, I'm at the Lifestyle Shop, 1275 Winchester Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38116. I'm here 7 days a week, 12 evening, 12 at night. I'm working.
And let them know what kind of experience, man, they get when they come dealing with Boss Man Spook, man. With the Boss
Man,
Spook.
you can come through here politic, you come through here talk with me, you come through here asking me questions about doing merch. 'Cause I do a lot of customized too, so I can show you how to customize your stuff. And man, you ain't gonna, it's a no nonsense, man. We gonna be whatever you on, you know what I'm saying, for us like some positive. Anything negative, you wasting your time. No, I don't sell nothing. I sell t-shirts. That's it.
And that, where do they get that food from that you be cooking up on your IG, or is that just for personal consumption?
That's personal consumption, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start making plates, and, man, next door, Smooth Living Restaurant, man, you might see me eating hood rolls all the time. You might see me eating the smoothie bowl or getting a smoothie. My man Mente, man. Y'all ever come to the Lifestyle Shop, make sure y'all check out Smooth Living.
Shout out to Smooth Living. I'm gonna go holler at them too about some little promotion and see how they want.
Man, believe it, man. My homie Mente over there with the health store, man. That man, the great food.
Shit good, y'all.
I'm at Smooth Living at least out of a week. I'm at Smooth Living probably 5 times.
Is that good?
Yeah,
though? Like
man.
real
Hey,
talk.
man.
Is
Hey,
that
them
good?
hood rolls. Mente.
They're good, man.
It's like crack in the 80s, baby. I can't take
good. What's so let me ask you this then, because you know, being from New Orleans, person big on food. And I know it ain't no food like home. Who got the better soul food though? Memphis or New Orleans? Cause Memphis got some good food. Though.
Memphis got some good soul food. Yeah, they ain't playing.
Bullshit.
But I ain't gonna be biased, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you 1,000 times, bro. That soul food in New Orleans, boy. Our gumbo. Hey,
you put that up against anything.
I put it up against anything. I put our shrimp po' boys up against anything. Hey, man, we serious when it comes to that season, bro. We serious. We serious.
So when you in New Orleans, what's your go-to shop? Where you going to get some good eating at? Let them know.
Man, we got all kind of restaurants, man. We got, man. He
don't want to hear. Here you go.
I ain't gonna be biased. I'm gonna think of some, man. Let me see. You got Melrose. You got Five Guys. You got you got my place on Chef, man. The Chef Corner Store. This is Corner Store food I can go to and get.
On Chef Highway?
Man, Corner Store food.
On Chef Highway?
Man, it'll eat up some restaurants.
You for real?
I promise. Corner Store food. We got 2 stores. We got 2 stores on Chef Mentor Highway.
Man,
we got one at Chevron gas station and one up the street from there, man.
Where the Econo used to be at?
Look, it's between Reed and Bullock. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 corner stores, Chevron, and they got another store my cousin work at. And Leslie, I love you, baby. If anybody watching this from home, Leslie, you know what's happening.
It's busting.
Man, I don't even go to restaurants. You know, I can go to the corner store. Boom, boom, grab that.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Oh, one more question before we get out of here, man. What you think about how you feel about how you feel about BG coming home and what he doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you a BG fan? You like what he doing with the rap shit right now? Think he done found a bug, his wave?
I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? That wave, you know, that BG era when I was young. Yeah, that BG what it is. I'm happy to see him home doing what he doing, man. Like it was bound to happen, you know what I'm saying? It was bound to happen. I'm glad he home. I'm glad he getting his just due. You know, the world just picking up on him a little bit, you know.